Alright everyone, welcome back to another video, and today what I have for everyone is my follow-up slash wrap-up with the iPhone 11. So I've been using this device officially today. It's 1 year and 1 day, okay? And I've decided that it's time to give y'all a follow-up slash wrap-up video because I've decided I've been going back and forth about it. This is a great device, but I do not have any intentions of keeping it. Okay, I think it's time to move on to the next device, which is probably going to be an iPhone 12 mini or an iPhone 12, because I'm just taking my time and working my way through all the Apple products. You guys know I covered the iPhone 6s Plus, I covered the iPhone 10s, I covered the iPhone XR or the 10R, and then we moved on to covering the iPhone 11, and now we're going to move on to covering either the iPhone 12 mini or the iPhone 12. All right, but still, I've been using this bad boy for 1 full year. Let me let y'all know my overall thoughts and opinions on it after a year of usage, whether or not I recommend it, and why or why not I'm going to be keeping it. Why or why not I'm not going to be keeping it. Alright, so without further ado, let me do some background stuff and get some background stuff out of the way, and then we're going to jump into the video. So this whole video here today has been recorded with the primary 12 megapixel camera on the Google Pixel 6a. This is being recorded in 1080p at 30 FPS with no external audio hooked up, but I am using the audio enhancement feature that comes built in to the stock Pixel camera. All right, so please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. As always, all your feedback is greatly appreciated. I also am using my professional studio lights here today, so please let me know what you think of the overall lighting as well. And as always, if this video piques your interest, all the affiliated buy links, as well as all of the extended coverage that I've done on this device, will be linked up down below in the video description. So as always, if your interest is piqued, down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. And as the name implies, you will see affiliated buy links down there. And when you guys and gals use those affiliated buy links, I do get a small percentage of kickback that I do put back into the channel, but that's at no additional cost to you guys and gals. So that's a win-win for everyone, in my opinion. All right, background stuff done. Let's dive into the video. So how has the iPhone 11 been doing? How has it been holding up after a year of usage? And I'll have the accompanying B-roll thrown up in post. And again, if you'd like to know more, check out my additional coverage, which will be linked up down below in the video description. But in terms of the build, I have to say the build on the iPhone 11 is still top notch. Now, this bad boy is still pretty much in mint condition, because outside of 1 single week of usage, this bad boy has always been in a case of some sort. The only thing that I did not do with this device is install a screen protector. So there has been no screen protector on this device for literally a year of usage, and the screen itself is still really, really good. Now, I have noticed little micro scratches, but that's because I did not have a screen protector, and I have been putting and taking this in and out of my pocket with my keys and all other devices. So I knew it was going to pick up micro scratches, but the display overall is still really, really good in my opinion. And the build overall is still top notch in my opinion as well. And all I've really been rocking with this device is my nice favorite faux carbon fiber case here. Okay. So in terms of the build and design, I still think the iPhone 11 is top notch. Okay. Now, moving on and talking about the software and the performance on this device right here, it has been top notch. Now, it's running the latest and greatest iOS 16.5 software. I'll put the B-roll up in post. And honestly, it's still very fluid, snappy, and I haven't had any issues, right? Now, this is the 64 gigabyte variant of the device. So it has 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of onboard storage. Okay. And after a year of straight usage, I have about 5, maybe 6 gigs free left on the device. Now, I'm really good at managing my storage, at managing my space. And I do not pay for Apple iCloud storage. Okay. So I just have been using this device with the storage that comes on the device. And after a year of usage, that's how much space I have left. I'll put the screenshot up in post so y'all can see it exactly. And honestly, even though it doesn't have a lot of storage space left, it's still working perfectly fine. It's still very fluid and snappy. And in terms of overall software and performance, I haven't had any issues. And as I said, it's running on the latest and greatest software from Apple with no issues. All right. That being said, after a year of usage, how is the battery life holding up? Well, the battery life on this one is still really, really good in my opinion. Okay? Really, really good indeed. Now, I use this device primarily as a photo taking, B-roll, and pretty much primary device. So I use this bad boy to interact with all of my family and friends. You can see my most used applications are right here. So WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, regular iMessenger, Telegram, the photos and the camera application. And yeah, so I'm either taking photos with this device, recording B-roll video, or I'm interacting with friends and family via FaceTime, via Facebook Messenger, via Telegram video call. You name it, I'm doing it with this device. So after my full review, this device was fully converted into a personal usage only device. Okay? And I gotta tell y'all, the battery is still really, really good on this device. So if I switch over to the week's usage here, you can see in terms of the week, okay, I'm not using it that heavily, but I can still get anywhere from 8 hours to 10 hours of screen on time, okay? And it easily gets me through the day using it for just regular personal usage. That being said, after a year of usage, how has the battery, what is the overall battery health? Now, when I first got this device, it was pretty much brand new, okay? And it had 100% battery health. After a full year of usage, it's down to 92% battery health. I'm going to throw up the screenshot, let you know how I have the battery and charging set up. I'll throw up the screenshot here so y'all can see that. But you can see it's down to 92% battery health. Now, I'm going to keep it straight 100 with y'all. All of my iPhones, right? I typically get them at like 100% battery health, and I use them to about 90 to 93% battery health, and then I move them on down the road, okay? And typically, Apple recommends that you use your iPhone till it gets to about 80% battery health, and then you want to take it to the Apple store and get the battery replaced. So I figure if I use mine to about 93%, 92, 93%, then move it on down, somebody will still get some really great usage out of it, okay? And I indeed really did get some really great usage out of it, and it is one of my favorite iOS devices. I still believe the iPhone XR or the iPhone XR has the best overall battery life, But this is clearly an upgrade in the cameras. These have some really good cameras. And in terms of software and fluidity, as I said, it has been phenomenal, right? But in terms of battery health, it's down to 92%. So in a year of usage, I lost 8% of overall battery health. And just so everyone knows, I typically end my day at about 9:30 to 10 o'clock in the evening. Then I put my devices on the charger. I typically start my day at anywhere from between 5:30 to 7:30 in the morning. That's when I take my devices off the charger, depending on when I get up. And typically with this style of personal usage, I easily have no problems making it through the day. I typically end the day with about 15 to maybe 20% left. And I typically have about 5 hours of screen on time. And then with heavier usage days, I typically end the day with about 10% left. And I get anywhere from about 8 to 10 hours of screen on time. And overall, the battery has been really, really good. Really good indeed. Okay? So in terms of the battery, if you're picking up a brand new iPhone 11, you shouldn't have any issues. No issues whatsoever. That being said, let's move on to the overall pricing now. Okay? Now, in the full review, I told you guys that after my 2-year period was up, I got this via Straight Talk on their 2-year payment program. It was going to run me a little bit over $300, right? So, after 1 year of usage, what's my remaining balance? My remaining balance on the device is $193.56. Okay? Now, I have already unlocked the device. Okay? After 60 days of straight usage with an active SIM in the device, Straight Talk will unlock your iOS devices. If you have an Android device, it's 90 days with an active SIM. But if you have an iOS device or an Apple device, it's 60 days. So this device has been officially unlocked, even though it still retains an active balance, which I do plan on paying off in about a month, maybe 2. Okay? So in about 2 months' time from the posting of this video and the recording of this video, which is right now, it is June 4th. Okay? This device will be fully paid off. All right? That being said, what is this device currently going for? Let's say you wanted to pick up a brand new unlocked iPhone 11. Maybe you didn't want to go with the latest and greatest iPhone 14. Maybe you wanted to save a little bit of money and you're thinking the iPhone 11 should still be perfect for you with your style of usage. What is it going for? What's the current pricing? What's the current availability? Let's break it down. Now, as I said, this device is globally unlocked. It was originally a CDMA device, but it is CDMA and GSM unlocked as of the recording of this video, and I have used it on AT&T and Verizon. Now, checking out the current availability on Amazon here, let me show y'all. I have the Amazon current listing pulled up here on my computer here, and you can see in terms of the current availability for the maxed out variant, the 256 gig variant, is going to run you $399.56, or you can use Amazon's payment program, which ranges from 5 months to 12 months, and they will let you do it for $33.30 for 12 months, or 5 months, depending on approval. All right? But outright for the 256 gig variant is going to run you, let's call it $400. Okay? Now, they have all the colors except for white. White is not available, okay? But they have all of the other colors, and the prices vary by about, I want to say, $50 to $80, okay? But we're just talking about the same variant that I have. So we're talking about the black unlocked variant. So the 256 gig variant is going to run you $400. Keep in mind that does not factor in the taxes. Okay? Now, moving on down, let's say you were looking at the 128 gig variant. That's going to be $380. Okay? So you can see that right there, $380 flat. Okay? And then let's say you want to go with the variant that I have, the 64 gig variant, that's going to run you $296.95. So you can just round that to 300 if you want to make it easier. Okay? So that's the overall current pricing and availability for the iPhone 11 and the different variants. Now, that being said, you can get this a little bit cheaper if you go to places like eBay or you go with places like Swappa, but I don't really trust eBay. Swappa is good, but I can recommend Amazon hands down with no doubts because they have really good warranty and they have a really good money back customer satisfaction guarantee. Okay? So that's one of the reasons why I always go with Amazon. I've been using Amazon for years and I've had little to no issues and their customer service is always on point. Okay? So that goes over the current pricing and the current availability. And that being said, can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick this one up again? I would have to say yes. If you're not trying to break the bank, but you want an iOS device, okay, and you know the style of user that you are, the iPhone 11 should serve you well. And again, it's still getting the latest and greatest software. It's still getting the latest and greatest security patches, so you're covered in terms of security. It still has really good cameras. It's still getting really good battery life, okay? And overall, it served me well for the year that I've used it. That being said, it's just time for me to move on, okay? So I'm going to pay off the balance, and then I have a really good friend that I'm going to give this device to. It should serve her well, and then we're going to move on to either the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 12 mini. Moving forward, we're slowly working our way through the iPhones, all right? So that does it for this follow-up / wrap-up video on the Apple iPhone 11. As always, I hope you guys and gals found it helpful. If you did, you know what to do. Please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. Hope everyone is having a great day. I hope you guys and gals are staying safe out there. And I will catch everyone in the next video. We are out of here. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.